Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So I just want to say, I haven't had episodes in a while. I didn't realize that my audio was messed up. I had uploaded them and I went to release them. I realized I didn't have any audio in them, and process of fixing that and like the content's so dated. I'm just not gonna do it. So this is my next episode.
Yeah, I
If you've
sabotage I
missed them,
sabotage your audio because I wanted all the views.
well, everyone go watch Jeff's video if you want to be caught up on what we've been doing, because we've dug probably most of this out in the time between episodes, at least on my channel. So there
Yeah,
you
if
go.
you want to see the process of digging, go check out my videos. It's
Well, we talked about some stuff. I don't know what all we talked about, and I feel like a lot of that stuff's dated and like not important now. So like, I don't know. I just didn't want to even like try to release those videos and confuse people and stuff. So
you should just
that's my
release
thought.
them all at the beginning of this one, sped up like 84 times. So it just shows us
Zoom in.
digging a hole really, really, really fast.
Everyone ends up with a seizure that tries to watch it.
That would be fantastic.
So let me tell you about my day. So
Today,
I'm at this
today,
bar-
day.
the day today's day, the November. There's a damn tunnel down here to nowhere.
The
Oh,
of November. There's a tunnel.
The 21st of November is what I was gonna say, but then I got distracted by this tunnel that I don't even know where it goes. So I met this person on OkCupid is what the site I was using. Like last weekend basically, and it was right after I got back home from being out of town for like 2 weeks or whatever with my mom sick. And I just randomly met this person, and we talked for a bit and seemed fine. And Monday,
Do
while
you
my daughter was
consider? I gotta clear something up. When you meet
okay.
somebody on
No, yeah, no. I'm sorry. I've been introduced online to someone. I had not at that point. I had not physically met them. That's not what I mean. That's what
Okay,
you're trying to
but
ask.
do you call it random? Like, because clearly you're there on a dating site. Like, if you're on a dating site with a profile, yeah,
Sure.
I usually don't be
Yeah.
like, I randomly met this person.
Yeah,
at
no,
this,
yeah. I
at
guess
this dating
randomly.
site.
I guess the reason why I said randomly is I wasn't being super active. Like I wasn't trying very hard. Like like there'll be times where I'm like actively trying to find someone. And
And this wasn't one
this
of those
wasn't
times. Okay,
right. It was just I got a message and I was like, oh, huh, okay, let me look at this basically. And so, anyways, we talked a little bit. And on Monday, while my daughter was in dance, like I have like an hour window while she's in dance, and so I met her physically then, real quick, just for a quick meal basically. Um, and so we were supposed to go on a date last night, being Wednesday night. And so we'd scheduled a time and a plan and everything. And so Tuesday, I just streamed all day Tuesday. I did a 12-hour stream Tuesday because I'm behind on like, I haven't been around for a while and just need money, that sort of thing. And just haven't, and like I owe like, I do a thing where each month, like if people donate a certain amount, they like unlock a cooking stream and a 12-hour stream and all these things. And so I was behind. I owed some of these things. So anyways, Tuesday did this 12-hour stream and I told her Tuesday, I was like, listen, I'm gonna be working all day. I tried to explain kind of what I do for a living. I was like, I won't be around to really talk because I'll be live streaming, and like there's no good way for me to talk to you while I'm doing that because it just would be awkward me sitting there texting on my phone while people are watching. She's like, oh yeah, I totally understand and everything. And so Tuesday, I didn't really talk to her much, because I did that whole 12-hour stream, and I told her I was like, I'll be done around midnight, and I was like, I'll message you when I'm done on midnight, and she's like, okay, that's fine. She's like, I'll try to stay awake, and she wasn't, and that was fine. And I had done a phone call with her Monday night at midnight, and she'd stayed awake for that and everything. Anyway, so she seems nice and everything. So we were supposed to meet up yesterday, and she texts me at like 1 o'clock and is like, "Hey, I forgot. I was supposed to take my dad this afternoon to the doctor. He needs some shot in his back, whatever, and I can't go out to eat tonight. Maybe another time this week." And I was like, "Okay." Well, Thursday will work for me. And she's like, all right. I was like, well, since we're not doing anything today, I'm gonna go ahead and start working. And so I did. So she messaged me at 1. I got all my shit together and I started streaming. I think it was like 3:30 or something yesterday. And I streamed until sometime after midnight. So I didn't message her or anything like that. Um and so I ended up staying up pretty late last night because like I was doing laundry and stuff because I've been out of town, and just like I didn't go to bed until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up. It was 1 o'clock this afternoon. I woke up and I texted her. I'm like, "Hey, we still good for this afternoon?" And she didn't respond or anything. And she's she's already been complaining about her job where she has nothing to do and she's bored all the time. And she's like, "Please text me during the day," and all this. So I didn't think much of it. And I went to my grandma's and checked on her and was like, you need anything? And she needed some stuff from the store and everything. So I went to the store and I knew I was supposed to be meeting this lady at 5:30 for dinner. And so like about 4:30, I text her again. I'm like, hey, haven't heard back from you. We still good for the night? I need to know, I'm kind of hungry. I'm trying to decide if I should just go ahead and eat or you haven't noticed something come up.
Basically, are you going to stand me up again because I'm starving?
Right. Yeah. I was like, I was literally starting to get hungry. And I was like, I'm in town here. Like, if if it was a normal day, I'd go ahead and get some food right now. But like, I got this dinner planned at 5:30 tonight. Should I wait, basically? And so I don't hear anything back. And like around 5:30, I text her again. I'm like, hey, I guess you've changed your mind. That's cool. I understand you're not interested anymore. Best of luck. And that's all I said. And then she starts texting me and she goes off on me. How dare you? Who has the nerve to go 24 hours without texting somebody, then just expect them to still want to go out with you and all this shit? And I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, what? Wait, so since she went 24 hours without texting you, are you supposed
see, so she texted me, like I said, she texted me at 1 yesterday and said that she had to cancel dinner plans because she had to take her dad to the doctor. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna stream. And then she texted again, like right as whenever the time she's supposed to be taking her dad, and she's like, he's late, he's supposed to meet me here at work, and I was already supposed to be gone at this point or whatever. And I didn't respond to that because like there was no like call to action. Like I didn't see anything to say in response to that. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, your dad sucks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't have anything to say to that. So I didn't respond to her text, but then I didn't text her again until today when I woke up at 1. And I didn't text her last night when I got done streaming because it was like I'd already dealt with this whole at 1 o'clock. I know she's not going to be awake, so what's the point? But yeah, she just fucking blew up at me and like was just like, what kind of shit do you think this is? And I've already deleted the whole text and blocked her, so I can't like read them back to you verbatim. But
well, you had to block her? It got that bad?
Yeah, because like she kept messaging me, and I was like, listen, I said, listen, I explained to her basically what she's all right. I'd give her, out of some of the women I've dated, she was not the hottest.
So she's not like super high on the hot crazy scale. She's just crazy.
She's crazy. Yeah. No, I've totally avoided. I'm so glad that like I got to avoid, actually liking her or anything like that because yeah, she's obviously crazy. But yeah, I even explained to her like I did to you. I was like, well, here's my perspective on what happened. You texted me yesterday. You canceled our date. Actually, I was like, but I understand you had commitments that you had forgotten you had made. And that's fine. And I was understandable of that. And I explained to you when I'm working, I can't really easily communicate because it's awkward when people are watching me live. I was like, and yesterday I didn't really want to talk your head off because I thought we were going on a date and I wanted to save some conversation for last night. I was like, but then once you canceled, I went about my business doing work and thought I'd see you today. And she's like, well, it's bullshit. You think you can go 24 hours without texting someone and then just out of blue and expect them to keep their plans with you and all this? And I was just like, listen, best of luck. This is more drama than I want, and I ain't even met you but once.
I'm trying to figure out like the perspective like from her. She texts you saying her dad's late after canceling plans. And then is it like the timer's on at that point and like at the 24-hour mark she's like boom, done with this fucker, like can't
yeah. Like... I don't know, but that's what it seemed like I don't know.
Do you think she was like building up? You think she was like building up rage all day?
Maybe,
like staring at her phone. I
slept till 1 o'clock, so like she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So like I mean, hell, I was probably half asleep, barely in bed by the time she got up to go to work. But I don't know, like it just threw me way off guard. Like I was all calm and chill and everything, and hell, even after she canceled the date yesterday, I was like, well, whatever, see her another day, or not, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't like super invested either way, but like she crazy. And then like I block her on my cell phone, and then she starts messaging me on the damn dating app.
Like what is she saying? Like why is she continuing to message you as opposed to...
Well, that was the thing. It didn't make any sense. She kept wanting to tell me her perspective and why I was in the wrong, and she just needed to be right, I guess. But like I didn't want to argue either. I just basically told her, she was like, I just assumed you weren't interested, so you didn't text me. And I was like, well, I was like, I would have told you. I wasn't going to ghost you. That's in bad form. I would have let you know if I wasn't interested already. So I don't know what to tell you. And I did tell her that, after all those texts, I was like, but I will say I'm not interested now. So like, there's no, maybe we can work this out and go on another date or whatever. I was like, I'm not interested at all. So yeah.
I've never actually blocked somebody on my phone, nor known that I was blocked. Does it like give you a message back?
I don't know. I don't know if she must have, because she stopped. I mean, she started messaging me elsewhere. Maybe because I didn't respond, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what texts I missed out on, because like I said, after a couple of those, and I was just like, listen, I don't want any drama. I mean, I told her, I was like, this is more drama than I want in a relationship, and I've only met you once. And she did say something back to that, was like, well, if I can't share my opinion, that's not a relationship I want to be in anyway, so this never would have worked, or something like that. And I was just like, okay, bye.
How old is she?
She's 29.
So she's not young. I mean, she's
No.
she's young, but she's not 18 young.
No. She's and she's talked to me about some of her past relationships and stuff, and like nothing seemed, she didn't seem crazy until today, but she certainly was.
I have so many questions. Like I wish you hadn't blocked her, because I'd be like, let's talk to her for this this episode. Let's just call her and be like, I gotta understand. I gotta figure this out. I gotta know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if she's telling you the truth, and like what she's saying, like taking it at face value, she literally is like, a man didn't text me for 24 hours. Fuck him.
Yeah, basically that's what.
Even though I've broken plans with him and he's accepted new plans.
Right. Yeah, that was the funny part to me. It's like,
and then at the time you guys were supposed to meet up, it wasn't until after that she actually responded back and is calling you the asshole.
Right. That was the other thing that blew my mind. And she acted like, she's like, well, I was just busier at work today, so it wasn't like I was ignoring you. I just didn't have time. And I was thinking, but this is literally the time we're supposed to be seeing. I didn't say any of this, but I had the same thought you did. It's like, I would have needed to know, because I would have needed to drive to that location,
Do you think she went? Did you guys have a place set up?
No. I mean, yeah, we did have plans, but she definitely didn't go, because I was already like up that way, and I drove by because I was thinking about it. It was a sushi restaurant. I wanted sushi anyways. And it was funny because we were talking like a couple of days before, and this is one thing that made me optimistic, is we were talking about there's no good sushi there. She's like, I know one good place, and she, oh no, my pick just broke.
Oh no,
it's my mending pick.
Yeah.
But it was funny because it was the one place that I like too. So, but no, I don't think she went. But
did you go get sushi from there?
I was there. I didn't get sushi from there, actually. I ended up driving back towards my house, and I went to a new sushi place, which ended up being better than that place. And it's closer to my house, so it's brand new though. So hopefully they stay as good. But like, I had a fantastic meal tonight, thanks to her not showing up.
I'm so.
Yeah, I had to share that because it blew my mind.
And who reach out to who?
Well, she messaged me first.
Okay. I don't know how.
Like I said, I wasn't.
Works.
That's why. I guess that's why I added the whole randomly, because I wasn't actively looking. I just got a message and I was like, oh, who's this?
Yeah, I don't know how it works with OkCupid. I've never used that one. I used Plenty of Fish back in the day, so I don't know like how you message somebody first, or is it just straight up like you can search for everybody and send anybody you want to
message anybody? Yeah, you don't have to be like matched or anything like that. You can just message someone. I think that's how Plenty of Fish is too, isn't it?
It was back in the day. Yeah, you could just message anyone. Oh, but the only person I ended up meeting off of Plenty of Fish was somebody like there was something you didn't have to match, or you didn't have to message somebody. There was like this weird option thing where you could just scroll through people in your area and basically say, yes, I would like be interested to talk to this person more or whatever. And you could go look at the people who said that about you. Like there was this thing that you could say who said that they like were interested or
like
right.
Yeah.
And the one chick that I dated, I had seen that this chick had said she'd meet me, and I shot her a message back, and she was like, so we met up for a date. But it was like she initiated in a way, but I'm sure I was just like, when I would go through and use that feature. Oh God, I'm sure I was one of 1,000 people that she went through and said, she'd be interested in. Because all you're basing off of that is a picture and maybe you've read the bio.
Right.
You know.
Right. My experience with Plenty of Fish, and I'm gonna sound like an asshole, I'm sure, by saying this, but like, I ain't seen a single attractive woman on that site. That's
I say that this chick was attractive, but because I didn't date no ugly chick, you know.
well, no, I mean, it's just, I mean, I've tried. I guess at this point, it's in my single life, I've tried them all, and like, I've never left a like on a single person on that site. Like, none of them meet. Like you said, your criteria really is only a picture and your bio.
Right. I think
but
we
I haven't
also
gotten past the picture to even look at a bio on that site.
I think I have a different experience because this was all when I lived in Washington D.C. There's a whole different pool of people and a much bigger pool of people in Washington D.C. than there is where you live. So I think you're bound on any site to see unattractive and very attractive people out here. But the thing is, there's probably a lot more crazy people out here as well.
Yeah,
both unattractive and attractive.
Right. It's just weird to me because, like, I mean, I look at like Match or OkCupid or any of them. Like, it's a mixed bag. But I feel like Plenty of Fish for me is just, it's not a mixed bag.
Isn't Plenty of Fish really out of favor now? Because I think what it was back in the day, there was only like Match, OkCupid, and then I think Plenty of Fish even came on the scene because in order to OkCupid was free, but it had like all these premium features, and Match was you had to pay for something. But Plenty of Fish came on the market because it was trying to get rid of all those. Oh, I am stuck in a block hole here. It was trying to be completely free. So it lets you do a lot of stuff that you couldn't do on the other sites for free, which is why it started gaining a popularity. But now I think there's so many other ones that are also that way. So I don't know if it has the same draw to people anymore. And I think you can get premium content in it now. Like, I think you can pay for memberships in Plenty of Fish now, too.
Yeah, now you can't see the whole who wants to meet me and all that stuff unless you pay.
Yeah, that's which is so funny to me when, a whole reason for a company's popularity becomes the opposite of what they are. Like Facebook in general, it was only popular because of exclusivity. That's what made it who they are. It made them who they are, and then they opened it up to everybody. And it's like, wait a minute, the whole reason you got popular was because of the exclusivity part. Now you're everybody. Which is like the fall of YouTube, YouTube partnership.
Yeah. Right. Well, Facebook has opened up a dating app as well now. Facebook Dating.
Zoosk or whatever?
No. Facebook, like on Facebook, it's just called Facebook Dating.
Oh, really? Is that new?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they were linked up with that Zoosk or whatever it was.
I didn't know Facebook had any hands in Zoosk. They probably do. That's the weird thing about all these apps. Like, all of them, you can log into them through Facebook or whatever.
Which I actually hate apps like that now. And I'm a big fan of single logins, like single sign-ons, because I don't want to have to be signing on to a bunch of things. But I understand the privacy concern with it.
Right.
Facebook is just the thing that not just because of Cambridge Analytica and all that stuff, though that's a part of it, but because of what Facebook is, I'm afraid that despite what I click, somewhere one of these apps I log into, it's just going to post on my wall and be like, this person, Jeff
they won't, right?
Jeff just jumped into fetishes are us.
Right, yeah. No, I think that's a fair concern.
So I'd rather have everything completely separate. I'm actually very upset my Spotify account is still linked to Facebook, and I wish that was completely separate because that one is more of a privacy concern because I'm literally just sitting there going, okay, I didn't want Facebook necessarily to combine all my music interests as well with everything else. Like, I want to just keep that separate than being directly combined on Facebook here. But it's going to be interesting when Facebook is not nearly as big as it is now. Oh, so this is odd. I went to an innovation conference the other day. It's some weird innovation conference. And I don't know how to describe it. It's from our Innovation Institute, so it's the innovation conference, but it's not always about innovation. But one of the speakers there was talking about the getting to Facebook, how did they become popular? Google, how did they take over and disrupt the industry? Just some basic things like that. And they showed
Right.
it was a graph from, or a chart from, I think it was last year. It was 2018 or 2019. I can't remember when it was from, but it was the top 10 websites. And of the top 5, 4 or 3 of them were Chinese, actually. So then they broke down, like, of these Chinese-only websites, or of the English-only websites, or English is the base language website, showing the ones that, like, everybody knows. Like, Alibaba was, like, one of them that was up there. But they were focusing on the English ones. And, of course, number 1 was Google. Number 2 was YouTube, of the English ones. Number 3 was Facebook. And then number 4 really threw me off because you know what it was?
I'm trying to say Amazon hasn't been mentioned yet, but
No, Amazon was below this one in the list.
is it Yahoo?
Yes.
Yeah, Yahoo's big, man.
Wow. What does Yahoo do anymore that is big? I didn't think Yahoo was a thing anymore. Like, I know they existed.
It's still big with fantasy football. It's also big in the news industry.
You're right.
Like,
I guess Yahoo is big with fantasy football still, even though I think ESPN trumps Yahoo, but I did have a couple leagues in Yahoo fantasy football.
there's still also games that people play. Like I still got like spades and all those type of little games. But no, Yahoo's managed to stay relevant. Like, you know, I remember, I think Katie Couric is one of the people that moved to Yahoo News. Right? Wasn't it Katie Couric?
I don't even know because I never read Yahoo News.
No, they were doing like live newscasts on their site. Like when you just go to yahoo.com, it'd be like going to like CNN.com almost, where you were getting like news, and then there was like and you know, it wasn't like written news, it was video news. So yeah,
I didn't know Yahoo stayed so relevant. I had no idea. I was very shocked to see that they were above Amazon. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I am a little surprised by that, but I guess again, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised by that. I'm surprised Amazon hasn't passed Yahoo, just because it's so. I mean, it's like the Walmart of the internet, right?
Yeah, I mean, the richest man. Well, I guess the second richest man now, because Bill Gates just surpassed Jeff Bezos today, apparently.
Oh, did he?
Which
I'm surprised after the divorce, Bezos didn't go under, because he had to split his fortune
you know
with his
what?
wife.
I wonder if that was why. I wonder if some of that
Could be.
some of that stuff went away, or maybe he just finally finished and had to pay off his DC mansion he's building. $23 million mansion or whatever he built from the ground up.
That's crazy. Man, can you imagine living somewhere like that? You know, it's got to be like high tech as hell.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine like a place in DC that's that big is just unheard of.
Well, yeah. No, you ain't got enough land for that in your state.
Yeah,
It's not even a state, your district.
No, the district. One day state. You know, we've been on the statehood ballot for forever.
That ain't happening.
You know, they're talking more and more about it. They actually showed the plans for what it would be if it became a state, which is really interesting. Because,
do you think it should be a state?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of representation. You can't have me sitting here paying taxes, but I don't have any representation in, you know, a lot of those areas. I do have some electoral votes, but we don't have a senator. We don't have, you know, people at the House.
Yeah.
So who represents
I understand that. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, is statehood required to have that, though?
Oh, I don't know. So if I had representation, I being a district or whatever, because technically Virginia, I don't even think is a state. It's officially like a commonwealth.
I don't have enough knowledge to discuss this topic. I don't know. Is that true? I don't know.
It's definitely called the Commonwealth of Virginia. I thought we talked about this I thought we like jumped into like Wikipedia.
No, I don't remember this. If so, this is
I'm jumping in. I'm paused because I'm looking at other screens. People, is Virginia a state? I'm just gonna put that down and see what it says. Virginia, officially the Commonwealth of Virginia, is a state in the southeastern and mid-Atlantic regions of the United States, located between Atlantic Ocean. I'm trying to.
I knew it had to be.
Before statehood, it was the colony. There's something special about. A Commonwealth, U.S. state, Wikipedia. It's a term Used by 4 of the 50 states of the United States in their full official state names. Commonwealth is a traditional English term for political community founded by the common good. Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. And prior to the formation of the United States, 1776, some British ones. Commonwealth does not describe or provide for any specific political status or legal relationship when used by a state. I'm trying to think. There was something special about things that were or were not officially states, but we treat them as states. Or any 50 United States not states. I don't know how to say this.
No, I think they're all states. Like, I think, we have the District of Columbia, and we have Puerto Rico, and
Puerto Rico and American Samoas. Isn't that the other one?
Isn't that a Girl Scout cookie? I don't know.
Samoas are. I thought it was the American Samoas or whatever it's called. Let me look.
Where are they?
Down in, I believe they're down in the Puerto Rico-ish area.
Is this a separate island down there?
Yeah, American Samoa is. Oh wait, why is this map so little? Sorry, I was thinking the Virgin Islands are down there by Puerto Rico.
Virgin Islands is part of the United States too, right?
Yes, yeah, and that's what I was thinking location-wise. But American Samoas are as well. They're over closer to Australia, but
really,
they're significantly still far away. Guam, Northern Mariana.
Oh, Guam was the one I was
Islands.
actually thinking of. Now that you've said it, that's definitely the one I was thinking of.
Yes. Yeah, so I guess I thought there was something really weird about this stuff, but maybe not. I guess they all are states. But yeah, representation is the only thing. So I don't know if you have to be a state to have representation now that, because it looks like everybody who has representation is a state. Is that a prerequisite? I don't know.
It probably is.
So that is why I want there to be,
I mean, what would you get out of representation? I don't feel like I get anything from my representatives.
But you theoretically have a voice.
Oh, okay.
In theory, whether your elected officials are doing anything to truly assist you or not is a different question.
Right.
And I guess where that comes into trouble is, let's say because DC is very democratic, like right now. Let's pretend for some reason they swung to being, Republican or whatever. Elected officials can hurt you in that way, because if you're an opposite party living in there, if you are a Republican currently living in DC and we had representation, you damn sure that you had Democratic representation. So the Republican person living here would probably feel shafted by the representative. Because they'd be fighting for the things that they're against.
Yeah, that's what it's like living in North Carolina.
Yeah, so
like the county I live in, I could just not vote. Like, there's no point in voting ever. I do, but it doesn't
help. Yeah, so I guess from some aspects, people might think it's better to not have representation when the general representation is against your belief.
Right.
What are we doing with the floor down here anyway?
So I wanted to do lava and water, and I'm trying to figure out the pattern for that, and then glass on top of it, basically. But I want the bedrock to be visible still, so like the lava would be at the same level here as the bedrock. I don't know, maybe we should just do all lava. What do you think? We can
do all lava. I think it'd be fine. We could do water, because we probably can get rid of the beacon, right? We can
change what the beacon does. We should keep the beacon, but make it do something other than mining speed. Now that we don't need it to be mining speed.
How do we give
ourselves speed and regeneration?
How do we get the beacon to look right in here?
Oh, you mean like to match everything else?
Yeah.
It might look better as a different block for one thing. Maybe gold.
We just need a lot more gold. That's for sure. Could we somehow make water, the beacon almost is like a waterfall, and it goes into lava? All the rest of it is lava, but it's like the water centerpiece.
That doesn't do what I want.
We'd have to get the water to flow that, or I don't know how. We need a water expert or something. Hey.
A water expert.
Hey.
Good job. I guess before we put lava down, we should finish the walls all the way down too.
True. So when we fall, we don't splat, we die in lava. Or we splat as opposed to dying in lava.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna put glass on top of the lava anyway, so it shouldn't be too dangerous. But yeah. So I guess we have more digging to do technically. What is that? Is that just all sandstone all the way down? I keep falling on these holes.
Well, do we want it to be sandstone all the way down?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, or don't we have some type? I think we have some type of pattern going on, don't we?
Yeah,
I don't actually
remember.
know.
I don't remember if we kept. We had a pattern for the pyramid part, but I don't remember. I'm coming back up now to see. No, it looks like we just did plain old sandstone.
Okay, because we have walls. The wood.
Yeah, and then the wood. We should probably finish this episode here, and we could pick this up next time with more digging and wall placement, I guess.
All right, guys, we will see you next time.